And we're wrapping up Hangout Marketing Intensive here on the red carpet. And with me is the Mad Hatter, Mr. Vic Grant. Hey, Vic.
Hey.
You're looking snazzy. I feel like I'm part of your crew here.
Yeah, this has been a fantastic event, and all I can say is the feeling that you get in just being around other marketers. See, a lot of people don't know that marketing is nothing to do with computers. It has to do with engagement, and Alex is like the king of engagement, and that's what I came here for, was to learn how to engage. Like, I have a really big list. That's over 100,000 people, but they're not engaged, and so. Old school would be, we'd send them emails and say, hey, check it out. But for some reason, it's like the list gets less and less responsive. Gmail and all these other kind of things are all factors. But the bottom line is you have to get people engaged. Well, what do you do if people don't check their email? How do you engage people? How do you follow up with people? The easiest way to do that is with Google Hangouts. And I can also tell you, I'm also the father and one of the founding fathers. I call them the founding fathers of Black Hat search engine optimization, and I teach those strategies so people don't make the mistake and get their websites banned. So I'm out there teaching these little crazy things we did back in the 90s that you can't do anymore. But that's sort of my background, was in SEO and search engine optimization. But the point is that you can rank better now in Google or any search engine if you're playing in Facebook and in Google+. Right. Now, Facebook has a lot more people using it, but I can tell you I have built more powerful, stronger relationships with people that I've met in Google+. And, like the people in Facebook are always hitting me up for some sort of opportunity. Mm-hmm. And people in Google+ are like, hey, I saw your profile, you're awesome, you're great. Let's connect sometime. Let's do business. So, like, Google Plus is more for business. So if you guys want to, my motto is I play big, right? But I think Google Plus is really the way that we should focus on things. It's very similar a vision I had for EarthGrid. EarthGrid.com was, we had all these little circles. This is in the 90s, okay? And we had 6 circles that would be on the bottom of your screen. You would click on those. They had people's faces in them. So it's like that metaphor, it's stuck, right? That was the thing that we were trying to do, was build a social search engine. And now we're working on rebuilding that. It's called the social search engine, earthgrid.com. And you can see the early tests at earthgrid.net. One thing that is particularly useful is a new product that we're launching right now called Search Triggers. Searchtriggers.com is optimized for Google+. And it helps you, like, how when you're doing a Hangout and you have to think, well, what am I going to title it? I'm not going to give a whole teaching right now, but let me give a couple of tips. Okay. Number one, it does matter what you name your Hangout before you start the Hangout. Okay. You want to be consistent. You want to have a great name that has market conditions, but it also has the right keywords. Well, how do you know what right keywords are? You have to start with something really broad, like a beauty pageant, like we were talking earlier, and then you have to find a few more words at the end of that. That makes it a niche phrase. Well, that's what Search Triggers will help you do, is figure out exactly the perfect niche, and we tell you how much competition there is in Google+, so oh, well, do I really want to go against 50,000 people who have the same thing in Google+, or if I add one more word, maybe I'm only competing against 3,000 people, or even 50 people. Well, right now in Google+, almost all of the words you look for have very little competition. So this is the best time to get involved with Google+, Google Hangouts, and Alex Mandossian, because he is, how can I say, let me say that. Now is the best time to get involved with Google+, and Google Hangouts with Alex Mandossian, because he is the person that will change your mindset so that when you're on camera, you will be able to connect with people in a way that you can't connect in another way. He's the master of engagement. He studied with the greats, the greatest marketing minds of our century. And he also is a follower and a fan, like I am, of Buckminster Fuller. Awesome. And it's just awesome. You need to be here. If you're watching this, just click the button below this video, opt in, or share this, whatever. You need to be here. Come to the next event in July. And I'm Vic, and I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna be looking forward to meeting all of you there.
Right on. Thanks, Vic. Thanks for everything, and we'll see you next time.
Okay.